We are missing 5 things to make this a true cruising boat. Can you guess what they are?
Todd and I started traveling in an RV 8 years ago with 7 of our 10 kids. Now, after 3 years of fixing up a hurricane-damaged sailboat, we're ready to explore the world with our last 3 kiddos.
Hey there, welcome back to our channel. We are in real time and we're getting ready for a summer full of cruising and fun. But first,
these 5 things that we are talking about in this video are going to make our life so much easier this season.
We need a working windlass.
What are you sitting on, dear?
I'm sitting on the windlass. I'm keeping it from blowing off the boat right now. Now, we have to run the wiring for the windlass. You know, back in the day when I was much younger, I could heave ho on the anchor just like a lot of these young guys you see on the YouTube channels. But you know what? I can't do that anymore. So we need to get this sucker running. We're not going to spend the whole summer working on the boat. I know that comes as a shock, but we're going to have to fit these things in between our fun experiences of learning to sail our boat and seeing what we can come up with for fun for our family.
Yep, and best of all, these projects aren't going to require the boat to be completely torn apart.
Does that mean I got to keep it organized?
Yes.
We need propane so I can make brownies.
So dear, why don't we have propane yet?
First of all, we need to install the solenoid. And we need to install the regulator.
Okay, but wait. Those are easy things. I could do them. What's the real reason that we don't have propane?
Well, because we have to fill this hole in with a cover that is airtight to prevent the gases from getting into the boat.
Okay, that doesn't seem so hard, but why haven't you done that?
Because I have to climb through that hole to bolt down all these things that are taken off because of the tow rail paint job.
This is like one of those puzzles, you know, that you have to like move this, to move that, to move this, to move that. So we don't have any propane.
How long do you want it to get warm for?
Until it's what you want. You need to add seasoning to that. So you need the salt and pepper and the Italian seasoning. So because Todd is working on the tow rails still, we do not have our propane running. So we're using an electric frying pan and a rice cooker and an Instant Pot to do all of the cooking on board, right? Mm-hmm. That works pretty good. Liberty right now is making up a red sauce to go with some pasta. Probably great. We'd like to come back downstairs to Denali. Yeah.
We need solar panels.
So where's their solar?
In the storage shed. So we have to mount our panels here, and we have to build a frame to mount them on the BIM or on the solar arch, and then wire them. You want to do that yourself?
So this summer we have a lot of things we want to accomplish, and there's kind of a list that we've made as a family, and one of those things that the girls really want to do is have surf lessons again. How about you?
I want to learn to free dive or scuba dive.
Yeah, that's
as well as several members of our family, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to have a captain come on our boat and give us some sailing lessons. Like actually have somebody that I trust and can help us learn more technical things.
We need a boarding ladder.
In addition to getting in and out of the boat with the dinghy, we also need to consider, what if we go overboard? A boarding ladder is a massively important thing to have to be able to get back on the boat if you actually fall in the water. We do have a ladder that we need to do some modifications on, and then we will be able to get that mounted to the transom. Then we also kind of need to dig into a lot more of learning about weather and navigation, and you know, so we can make better decisions.
Yeah, learning to be able to see what's going on and plan our passages, that kind of weather routing stuff. Well,
and local weather and everything
yeah,
else.
you can hire it done, but we really want to understand what's going on in case for some reason we can't get a hold of whoever needs
That means
help
those
us.
little triangle things, we need to know how to read them.
Yeah.
And those things that look like a feather with little lines on them,
Well, kind of.
you'll be able to see.
Yeah, I kind of know how to do that, but we need to know more.
We need reefing lines.
So our boat was designed for what they call jiffy reefing. And we're still trying to figure out what size lines they are, how long those lines are, and where they all run. Because down here, we usually get a lot of wind. We're probably going to be reefed more often than not as we're learning. And so those are a very important item to have.
So the big question on everybody's mind is, where are we going to spend the next 6 months? Drum roll.
Texas!
Yup.
Or should we say the Gulf area, Gulf Coast area of Texas. We're not going to go up in the middle. Not with a boat.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible. So here's the thing, we didn't want to run really fast from here to Florida and as fast as we could up the East Coast to get away from hurricanes. We're outside the hurricane box where we are, even though they do come here occasionally. And so we realized we want to explore Texas.
Yeah, we've been here 4 years, but we have a lot of things we have not explored from the perspective of a boat.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to take our boat and explore our little backyard coastline area and take you guys along with us, because we heard there's some fantastic things around here to see and do with a boat that not a lot of people have filmed.
So stay tuned for this next 6 months. It's going to be awesome. We're going to show you the Gulf of Mexico, Texas style.
Does that mean it comes with a steak or barbecue?
I would say if it was Texas style, it would be like Mexican food and salsa.
Okay, right.
But barbecue, yeah.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you watching this video. If you give us a thumbs up, it really helps in the algorithm, and share it with your friends and family. Anybody that might be interested in sailing, especially if they're going to do some coastal cruising and are just getting into it and learning like we are, because we love to share what we're learning.
That's right. We'll talk to you guys later. Have fun and
See
stay
you.
tuned.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Hey there.
Hold on. I'm looking at the camera now.
Okay. Nope. The other direction.
So loud though.
Ready?
Put your hand on the stove.
I want to pull this out because it's covered in shit. Dust. And I don't want to pull it out, but
And
I was going to go out there and do that. Turn it off.